Welcome to Celebration Conversations. I'm your host, Sarah Taylor Young. Join me each week as I share inspirational conversations with fellow co-writers, artists, and friends. Here at Celebration Conversations, it is my hope that you will find motivation and celebration in your own story. Let's get to it. Hey guys, I have a very special guest, Aunt Louise Sterry, aka Aunt Lena for those who don't know her, returning for the second time to give tips and tools on how to make it through this holiday season, especially in a time of COVID-19. Anybody else feel like after Christmas is just like gloom and doom? Raising my hand, yes. Aunt Louise has toured nationally, giving tips and tools on how to have audacious joy. Follow her on Instagram at audacious_joy. Visit her website at www.audaciousjoy.com. Today, I am with Miss Aunt Louise Sterry. How are you doing today, Aunt Louise?
Oh, I am so good, Sarah. It's so nice to be with you again and see your gorgeous face and your beautiful smile.
Thank you. Yes. So we are creeping up on the holiday season. We're in the holiday season, right? Yeah. So I just wanted to talk to you and maybe hear a little bit from Aunt Lena and see what your thoughts on surviving COVID and just getting through the holidays mentally in general, what that looks like.
Well, I have a lot of thoughts about that. Okay. And Aunt Lena has even more.
Oh, no.
Aunt Lena has so many thoughts about that. So, all right. So here's what I've been thinking about this a lot in this COVID time. And the first thing I was thinking of was maybe if we change the words we tell ourselves or change our story, because this is just one holiday season. Like, imagine, this is once. This is not the rest of our life. This is not, you know what I mean? It's like I think we kind of sometimes get caught up in, oh my gosh, how can we possibly not have whatever our holiday is, Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is, the way we usually do? Well, it's one. So if we tell ourselves that, sometimes that can help us look at things in a different way. So what do you think about that? Do you think that's possible?
Yeah, I noticed this a couple of years ago about myself. Like I gave myself unrealistic expectations about the holiday season. Everything had to be perfect. The tree had to be perfect. It had to look like a magazine. Every holiday had to be one for the books. And I just kind of realized, why am I doing this to myself? This is putting pressure on myself. And I think a lot of other people can relate.
Yes, because that's not life. I mean, every birthday, every holiday, every Valentine's Day, every whatever is never like they can't all be the best ones or the most perfect or anything, right? And it doesn't actually matter. You're right. It's too much pressure. We put so much pressure, especially I think women more than men. Do you think? About the whole decorating and the house has to be perfect. In fact, last night we put up our tree. Well, I put up our tree while I was listening to Global Songwriters pitch event that I was on, and I was listening to the music while I was putting the lights on the tree and things. And then afterwards I was like starting to put lights all over the house, and Bob said, wait a minute, this looks like a Dumont Christmas. So Dumont, New Jersey, where we lived near there, that's where I grew up, and that's where Bob and I first lived together. Dumont had these houses that were so Christmas. I mean, you couldn't even imagine how many lights I think it took them the whole year to put the lights up. Wow, and we would go drive by those places because we'd love to see the lights. And he said, I think you're trying to do a Dumont Christmas here. I said, no, I just wanted to add some extra lights. But, it's kind of like you get carried away with the whole thing, and that's actually not the thing. That's not right. So sometimes I find if I remember to tell myself that's not what's important. So before Aunt Lena comes, I just want to tell you, our son, one of our sons who's 34, he's here with us right now, and I asked him about it, and what he said was, remember, Mom, when we were kids, he said, our focus, you and Dad's focus was never on like the gifts and having so much stuff. He said, you told us stories and you took us out to see the Christmas lights and we went out to play. And he said, that's what our focus was. It was on being together and all of those experience, but not on like so much that everything had to be perfect. He said, we were kids. Did we care? No, we had a Christmas tree. That's what we loved. He said, so that's what I would say. He said, is tell people to focus on themselves or their experiences or the love in their family or not the things, and that it has to be perfect.
Yes. Right? I absolutely agree. You know, we put too much, I think definitely here in America, we put too much emphasis on stuff and the, you know, capitalizing on a holiday. Right. You know, we lose sight of what it's really about.
Yeah. And sometimes, I mean, it's just, you know, I see houses where in our neighborhood where the day after Christmas the tree is out and gone and done. We're like done with that now. We're done. And I'm like 12 days of Christmas and, you know, like extending all this joy and love as much as you can. I don't want to throw it all away the day after Christmas. I mean, that always shocks me when I see Christmas trees out the day after. I'm like, what? But one thing that also is true that it's not just because of COVID, but for many people, the holiday season is never happy. It's never, I mean, right. So we have this whole thing about, you know, you go, everything is like, everything is so happy and wonderful and blah, blah, in the stores and but in fact, that's not true for many, many, many people. Their holidays are not like that for lots of reasons, maybe for the fact that their family is not a happy family, or maybe for the fact that they've lost somebody. I mean, this is going to be the first Christmas I won't have my mom. I mean, my mom died at end of April in COVID. Right. And this is the Christmas that she's not going to be, I won't be able to call her up or go visit her, or she lived in Rhode Island. But so for lots of people, there's that. For lots of people, their family members died or loved people died right during.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's not happy, joy. And I think that expectation is also something that sets us up to be miserable.
Yes, right? I learned that during postpartum when I had my daughter. Actually, you know, I had seen all these posts of other moms and they were just, you know, oh, everything's so happy and perfect. And I'm just like, okay, I guess that's how it is postpartum. And then postpartum hit for me and it was like, why am I not feeling happiness? Why am I not? I mean, I am, but I'm not at the same time. Like nobody warned me about this. I was just putting too much pressure on myself. So we just need to feel those feelings. It's okay. Yes. Because otherwise they'll kind of get trapped and our brain will do crazy things, you know?
I know this very intimately. Absolutely. And, you know, one of the things is, in our generation, we didn't have the internet. So we weren't comparing as like, for instance, as a young mother, as a new mother, we weren't comparing ourselves to other moms. We only knew the moms in our circle. So we didn't have all this information coming in about, oh, these gorgeous pictures and, oh, look, we took the baby out to dinner and, oh my gosh, our baby sleeps. And we didn't have any of that, which is crazy. And here's the other thing is you don't even know how true it is. We don't even, you know what I mean?
Right.
Moms are posting pictures of them with their hair sticking up and their eyes all bloodshot. No, they're posting these beautiful, you know, it's like, So here's one, before Aunt Lena comes on, here's one thought I have is a way you can feel those feelings, which is what you just said. And this is from emotional brain training that I did in my 40s for a long time, is just, so you're feeling a whole bunch of feelings. You're feeling all the feels, as the kids say.
Right.
I'm learning all this like slang. I know, I'm so up to date. I'm so dope. It's good, huh? So I think, but I think we've already moved past dope. So I got to find out what the next one is. But anyway, so you're feeling. I know, I'm so up to date. You're feeling all the feels. So you can just sit, and this takes like 1 minute. You could do it in a bathroom. Like, let's just say you're at for instance, you won't be at a big family party this year. Right. Maybe you're on a family Zoom call and it's not going well because that's family is, right? Okay. You could just run to the bathroom and do this. So you just sit and put a little smile on your face and put your little hands in your lap. And just you can take like 3 or 4 slow, deep breaths. And you can close your eyes if you want. And then you can pretend that you are the little watcher up here watching you. And you can say to yourself, it's okay. Whatever you're feeling is okay. Oh, I see that you're feeling, I always do this with my hands because it's like the little voice. I see, it looks like you're feeling angry. It's okay. You get to feel how you feel. And it's that, what you said, accepting those feelings and just like sit with that a minute and then go on. And I know that accepting the feelings and just saying, hey, it's okay that I feel like this really takes off a whole layer of stress and anxiety.
Yes. Yes.
Right. And you don't have to investigate why you feel like that. You don't have to have a reason why you feel like that. You don't have to explain it to yourself or anybody else. You just have to say, oh, yeah, I see that I'm feeling that. It's okay. No judgment. No judgment.
That's a mindfulness technique, right?
Yes. Right. Yes. And here's the funny thing, Sarah, is it's like so simple to do, but so hard to get yourself sometimes to do it.
Yeah.
So I think Aunt Lena should come on and talk about this now.
Yes, I want to see what Aunt Lena has to say about being around her family during the holidays.
Oh, darn. Well, here she is. She's going to get us stuff on. We got to get our glasses and a little jewels. We got the jewels, our snake bracelets. Did we show you these last time?
I think you did, yes.
I know. I mean, really, they're the best. And did I tell you that this is mine? And I was doing a show and somebody in the show sent me this gold one. They said it was their grandmother's and they never wore it. And now I got gold and silver on both hands. Snake heads. I don't know where these come from. Yeah, I got that. And then you got to have your jewels. Never go anywhere without your jewels. Now I don't have my Christmas outfit, but of course I have my gold because what girl without a gold, right? I don't want to wear my fox because that's not festive enough. There we go. Let me fix my lipstick. I noticed that you're not wearing red. Sarah, you're not wearing your red today. You got it there?
I had it somewhere because I knew we were going to be talking to Aunt Lena, but I've forgotten where I put it.
Sarah, you look. I put my hat on. You look. I have my nice black hat for the holidays. Black for happiness, black for death, black for everything. You know what I mean? Oh, there you go. Put your little.
There we go. Okay.
Yep. All right, put it on now, doll. No, that's not red and sweetheart. Better. No, what are you thinking? Is that red in Nashville? Is that what they call red? I can tell you it's not red. Let me see though. It's better.
It's red. I mean, it's not a bright red.
Oh, I'm gonna send you red. You want red? I'm gonna send you red. This is not red. Okay, I can understand it. Hard to know. That looks better though. But I will send you red because you need the. So anyway, so here I am. How are you, sweetie pie?
Doing good. Yes, ma'am.
So I love when you say yes, ma'am. I feel like I'm in the military. Were you in the military, or is that how you talk out there?
No, I just live in the South.
Yes, ma'am. I love the yes, ma'am. We never said yes, ma'am to anybody because we talks, but I like it. Yes, ma'am. Of course, it does make me feel a little old.
Okay.
Would you say yes, ma'am, to somebody your age?
No, ma'am. I mean, no. I think it's because my husband does that a lot. It's just a sign of respect, Yeah,
well, it's good that you got respect, because if you don't got respect, you got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm glad you've been practicing that. So we're talking about making it through the holidays, right? Okay.
Making it through the holidays, COVID friendly, and
changing your story to make yourself okay. So here's the thing for COVID. Now, this is the one thing I want to say. I don't want to be on a pulpit, but I just don't want to say. Okay, I've been through all the wars because I'm very old. Okay. Did you have people during the Second World War saying, I'm not going to do the things I'm supposed to do to help our country because it takes away my freedoms? No, we did not say that. We did it. Everybody sacrificed. So wear your dang mask and stop this rubbish about it's my freedom to not wear a mask. Because here's the thing. You got to remember, it's not about you necessarily. Right now,
Ooh.
right in America, it's all about me, 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 me. No, this is for the collective good of everybody. Because if you have a big party for the holidays, and I know there's going to be people who do, and you're going to have people over, and you're not going to wear your mask because you're all free and dandy, blah 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 blah. Wouldn't you be so upset if somebody at that party had COVID or brought COVID to your house, or your old mother or your old father or yourself, or brought it, you were all together, and then those people went out and brought it to the other people? That's the thing. It's not about you. So we got to get a grip as a country. We got to get a grip. This is the collective good. So that's one little thing. So we're done with that. Now, to help yourself feel better. So I have a couple ideas, because some people are going to be alone, right? And
right.
Some people are going to be alone. They're not going to be able to have somebody over, even one or two people you can have, but they're not going to be able to do that for whatever reason. Maybe they're in the nursing home. Okay, they can't see their family except through the window. Maybe there's lots of reasons for that they're going to be alone. Or maybe you're just going to have a few people. So the thing you got to do is you got to do something for yourself.
Okay.
Okay, and you gotta be compassionate towards yourself and do something to help yourself. So let's just, I mean, this is so silly, but let's just to say you are by yourself, or maybe you're just with you and your spouse and your child, which would be good enough, but maybe whatever. Usually you have your whole family. You can't see your mama, you can't see your papa, can't see your nonas, whatever. So find one little tiny thing. Like, this is so funny, but Aunt Louise and Bob, in their the older age, they put up a bird feeder, and they like watching birds. Like, who even ever thought that watching birds would be a fun thing to do? But you could sit there for a long time and observe the birds and feel a little feeling of joy. I mean, it's just the little tiny thing. Okay, Aunt Louise loves the lights for Christmas.
Yes, I do too.
You do too. Probably she loves them because her father was very stingy with lights, and they only put them up on their tree, and they were not allowed to put them up outside. And I don't know, that's because her parents had no money, whatever. And my yeah, whatever. We don't know why. So Aunt Louise loves lights. So really, doll, you could just put up a little tiny Christmas tree, if that's all you can do, with the little lights, and you can just feel happy about the lights. Like, she downstairs in the morning, now the tree is up, she plugs in the tree and she just sits there and looks at the lights. Like, letting your heart open to find more little tiny things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Sarah doll, what little tiny thing would you think of to do to make yourself feel a little better if you were feeling not so good?
I think I really like making Christmas crafts during the holidays and just painting. That's something that I really enjoy.
Yeah, so that just doing those little kind of things. You have a daughter, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So doing Christmas crafts with your kids, and you don't gotta. And here's the thing: you don't gotta do them like they're on Pinterest. Let me just tell you.
Right.
Okay, because that's another whole rabbit hole to go down. I mean, when Aunt Louise was a kid, and even before when I was a kid, and we had nothing back in Italy. Okay, you know what we used to do? We used to take construction paper, colored paper, and cut it into strips, our very own selves, and glue the edges to make a ring, and make those rings to go on your tree.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't got to do, it doesn't got to be fancy dance. We have this thing that's got to be fancy dancing. No. It could be so simple. And then I had this other thing I saw somebody did. They took those little peppermint candies, in the wrapper, the little round one.
Yeah.
And they hot glued, they have the little wrapper that sticks out at either end. They hot glued the little ends together and made a little chain. I thought that was the cutest thing I ever saw.
Very cool.
Yeah, because it doesn't gotta cost you money. So be careful going on Pinterest, because everything there is like perfect, but it doesn't gotta cost you money. Okay, so doing little things for yourself or your family. Okay, if you like to cook, I love to cook. So you're not gonna get to cook for your big family this year. Okay, so you're gonna cook for yourself anyway. Maybe you're gonna sit on Zoom and or Skype, and you're gonna all eat your food together from your houses. My friend did this for Thanksgiving. Her family all made the food they always make, and then they got on a Zoom call at the same time, and everybody was eating their food and talking. Like, you can still do, you gotta like turn your head around and think about it in a different way.
Right,
Now,
right.
I don't know if you Southern people do, because I know that you got some friend there, Geraldine or somebody.
I
I
do
don't know.
have a friend that I've been wanting to introduce you to.
Oh, I think. All right, let me see who she is, because we
Okay,
might
hold
like
on.
it. All right, I'm
Let me
ready.
go get her.
All right.
Hi there.
Oh, is this Geraldine? To
Yes,
whom
my
is the
name's
person?
Geraldine.
No, this is the person to whom I am speaking, Geraldine. Okay, so Geraldine, doll, how are you?
I'm doing just fine, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Fine, thank you, ma'am. All right, doll, Geraldine. So, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, I'm making a snap judgment, thinking you don't got much to say here, but I bet you because you're smoking and Geraldine, you got to stop with. Is there anything in that cigarette you're faking? You just like the
Oh,
whole. It looks
you
cool.
don't want to know what's in this cigarette. It's about like them brownies I got downstairs.
Oh, doll, I didn't know it was legal in Nashville. Okay, this is
It's
good.
not.
Oh, doll, you're a woman after my own heart. A woman after my own heart. I wish I could share some with you now, but since I
You
can't.
can. Here we go. Oh, well, I
Oh,
guess that wouldn't be very good, would it?
no, probably wouldn't be
Yeah.
sanitary, and it wouldn't work either. And all right, but tell me, Geraldine, so listen, doll, what do you do? I can see what you do. Probably how you get through the holidays, but you got any other ideas for the holidays?
Well, first of all, I like to sit on the back porch and
Yeah,
I like to go burn me one. Okay. Now it's not
burn me.
just, yeah,
Burn,
you burn me one.
oh, burn me. We don't talk like that in Italy. All right, burn me one. All right, go ahead. Burn me one.
We
All
go
right.
smoke. We go
Ah,
burn one.
all right, burn me. Okay, go
Um,
ahead.
and then we just sit around and we just talk and have fun stories about something that maybe Uncle Joe did over the weekend. He got in prison, bless his heart. Um,
Poor,
he
poor
did
guy.
something, yeah, something about some girl that he married.
Oh
And
my.
yeah,
I,
I don't want to go into that. But
no, no.
anyway, we just talk about people that aren't around at
Oh,
the
that's what
moment
you posted. That's good. Yeah, talking about
and
people that
tell
are the best.
Yes,
Yeah.
and tell some funny stories. And we just watch the youngins,
Yeah.
playing in the yard. And
Now, what are you going to do this year, Geraldine, when you can't have all those people on your back porch? Well, first of all, and I'm assuming that you're just wearing your house dress out there with your stockings rolled down and your sandals on, and
I just I just wear my blue jeans.
your
I
blue jeans.
mean,
I
yeah,
mean,
my blue
yeah,
jeans in my sandals or something. You know those things called Crocs.
yeah.
Yeah, I have them Crocs. They're
Oh,
so
so
comfy on
attractive,
your
so
feet.
so attractive too, so attractive.
Yes,
We would not be caught dead in those.
yeah, I bought them down at the Kmart.
I'm
I
sure
bought
you.
me
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
you did.
bought me some
Yeah,
Crocs. But
yeah.
anyway, on
No one's
Christmas,
gonna be here now for Christmas. What are you gonna do?
well, we're just gonna have the youngins come on over, and now we ain't gonna wear no masks.
I knew it,
Everybody,
Geraldine.
everybody just gonna be who they are. We are all family. We trust each other. We're just gonna be careful. We're gonna take precautions
Yeah,
and
what
all
precautions
that.
are you gonna take? What precautions are you gonna take?
Well, we're going to have social distancing while we're burning
Good.
cigarettes.
That's very good. I like that.
Um,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, but you can't smoke and burn a cigarette, or you can't smoke and wear a mask at the same time. I
Well,
mean, we've got to smoke. We
you
have
got,
to smoke.
so you got to sit far apart, or you got to cut a little hole in your mask there and stick the cigarette in.
I mean, yes, you could, but
You-
we ain't going to.
You're just going to sit far apart to make me so I won't be nervous. You're going to sit far apart, and you're going to take this because, and are all the people that are coming? I'm guessing not so many, right?
How many do you say is not so many?
I think 10.
Yeah, we might have a few more than that.
So then in that case, where's everybody been before they're going to be at your house? I mean, where's everybody going to be during the week? Are people going to work? Are they seeing other people? You're making me nervous, Geraldine. This is how things go bad.
Well, the way I see it, if the Lord's calling me home, he's calling me home.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But supposing you want the Lord to call the rest of those people home too, but they may not feel the same way. And what about your kids? Do they feel the same way? Oh, Mama was dangerous and she didn't care because she said if the Lord's calling her home, the Lord's calling. But you ever hear that old story? There was a flood, right?
And we learned about that at Sunday school.
Well, a different flood, a little more.
That
flood, a little more up to date flood, and this person always said, God will help me whenever I need help. I know that. And anyway, the flood waters were coming up and the family had to climb on the roof. And this person was entreating the Lord above. And the firemen came by with the boat, said, we'll help you. Come on down. We'll help you. And they said, no, the Lord's going to help us. And then more people came down to help them, and they said, no, we don't need the boat. The Lord's going to help us. And then finally, the floodwaters came all the way up to the top of the roof, and the family started floating away. And the person saying, Lord, I thought you were going to help me. And Lord said to this person, I sent you a boat, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make a lot of sense for an Italian.
I know it's hard. It's hard not to, because you got a brain like mine. You're just like, yeah, I know. So how would you keep yourself happy or centered, if you even know what I'm talking about?
I don't. What do you mean by that?
Well, okay. So let me just think. How could I explain this to you?
If you smoke a lot of cigarettes, that makes you really calm. Or we chew the gum.
I'm just going to tell you something else you could do, because you might, if you're by yourself or you can't have your whole family over, because in our family is like 50 people, if you can't have your whole family over, and you're not going to travel, you could do something for another person. For instance, you're stuck in your house by yourself. You could write cards to people and send them to people. You could send some food over to the homeless shelter. You could do stuff for other people that would make you feel good, that you could do even from your house. You know what I mean?
Now that's a good idea. Yeah.
Anybody?
I like them ideas.
Oh, good, Geraldine. You could make them some a green beans almondine and Jello mold and send it over to the homeless shelter, or you could buy them boxes of Jello. They could make their own Jello mold.
Now you have to be careful about the corona, though. You have to be real careful about the corona. I heard that's some nasty stuff right there.
That's very nasty, the corona. Yeah, but I've heard that doing this, what you're doing, prevents it. No, don't say that. No, we're not going to say that. No.
I'm not getting the corona. I'm socially distanced from everyone here.
I'm glad to hear that. You're just smoking your thing and you're socially distanced. That's good.
You don't want to see me without no cigarette. That's for sure. I'll say, well, would you rather see me with the cigarette and be sane, or crazy and healthy?
Is that what you just tell the police when they come by and say you're doing something illegal here in Nashville? That you got to have it for your sanity?
I got a prescription card.
A prescription. I'm glad you have a prescription. That is good news to me that you have a prescription. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. So you could be having your prescription, and then you could also be making things for other people to make other people feel better. Wouldn't that be a good idea?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Now we like to get some of the what they call those poinsettias.
Oh, the poinsettias, yeah.
Yeah. We like to buy those at the Lowe's down yonder. We like to buy them, and we give them as gifts, and we just say, okay, and we count it as a tithe for the church.
You could give those and make sure you have your mask on. You could even, here's a better idea. We get the plastic ones. They last forever. Get the plastic poinsettias and deliver them, but make sure you're wearing your mask if you're going to see the person. You know what I mean? Ring the doorbell from far away, and then make sure you got your mask on. I don't want to hear no maskless deliveries. Okay?
Yeah, we got to be responsible about it. We don't want to get them no corona.
No, we do not want to
get. We don't want to get no corona. That's some nasty stuff right there.
So I like the idea of doing this. See, that's a very happy making thing that you could do. And then it is true. You have to go back to your house. And here's the thing that I have learned over all these years. It's hard for us to sit with our feelings when they're sad or despondent. So when you go
burn me one out on the back porch.
Yeah, well, we drink a lot of wine to make the same.
I like that with the smoke at the same time. That's good stuff right there.
Though I do have a little more sort of educational things that you could do rather than just that. You know what I mean?
Because, okay. I'd like to hear that because, you know, that wine and these cigarettes, they're expensive. Yeah. You know, if I could get something that's not so expensive then I go through a box a day. You know how much those boxes cost?
A lot of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't give me enough.
No.
To afford all that. So
no.
If I can get something that's free, buddy.
Yeah, you got to look at the birds. You got to look at the door at the birds and watch the birds. Going to make you happy. Or you got to write in your little book about how you're feeling. Or you got to do like your friend Sarah said, a little art project. Or you can get the art. I mean, here's the thing. You may think, oh, I can't do any of those things. I'm not an artist. I can't do. You could just get just try it. Just to try it. Get some paint. Stick your brush in and make some lines on the paper. It feels so good. It doesn't have to be anything. It's the doing. It's the doing.
You make a lot of sense for an Italian.
I'm smart as a whip, doll. There's none who can compare. Smart as a whip. Yeah, more than a whip. Smart as 2 whips I am. Yeah. So, you got to think like that over the holidays. And if the holidays were never for you, for whatever reason, they don't gotta be for you. And yous can just, here's what I learned, okay? Yous can just even when maybe when you go to the store and you see all the, even though you're not going to the store that much, but you see all the lights and it makes you sad or angry, whatever. Here's what you can tell yourself. I can enjoy the pretty lights and all the pretty decorations. It doesn't mean I gotta have a different kind of holiday. I can just enjoy that. And I can tell myself it's okay to like that without saying I'm happy, happy, happy. See? You can tweak that around a little bit so it doesn't make you so crazy. I sense, Geraldine, that things could make you crazy. I sense this about you.
Oh, don't even get me started about Bob.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He had to sleep on the couch last night.
At least he's not sleeping outside in the doghouse. Yeah, because sometimes they got to go all the way out.
Well, he did last night or the night before.
Night before, all the way out to the doghouse. Yeah. Yeah. So you got to be careful there. You got to be careful.
Yeah. He drives me nuts. I tell you what, I don't know what I'm going to do about him. That's why I have to burn these all the time. It's just,
Oh, give me it. We'll talk. I got the family on the line. We can talk, we can make some arrangements for Bob if we don't, he might need to go somewhere else. Witness protection program or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that might be good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that will help you get through the holidays better. Right. And then also putting things around like little tiny things. Like I see you have a little bow back there or something, or a wreath or something back there. I don't know.
Oh, that's my Christmas tree.
Oh, that's that little baby Christmas tree, a little tiny Christmas tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You could get a little tiny Christmas tree at the Lowe's down there where you got, or the Kmart. We don't got the Kmart up here anymore. You could get a little tiny, they're this big, and put it on your little desk or your little table. Okay.
I'll do you one better. You can go outside, get you an axe, and then chop something down and then put it in a coffee can. And then you have a homemade Christmas tree. Gets you some lights around there. How do you think that sounds?
Well, Geraldine, I actually think that's a very good idea.
I thought it was.
You gotta be careful you're not chopping it down on somebody else's property, but you can do that in the woods. Go in the woods. You gotta chop the top off to make a little tree in a coffee can, right? Oh, I got a better idea. Pick up the scrap branches that fall down. Aha. And then
But then you can't do it with an axe. That's the fun part.
Oh, the axe is the fun part. Oh, yeah. How about a handsaw? Could you do a handsaw?
Ooh, that'd be even better. I like the way you Italians think.
Yeah. Use a little handsaw. Just saw yourself some little branches off the bottom. Nobody will know. And then stick them in your coffee can. You don't got to chop the whole thing. It'd be fun. You know what I mean?
Then you can this is what we did when we was kids. We'd get some popcorn, and then we'd string it on some string, and then now got to be careful that the dogs don't get it, okay? Because they'll be smelling things. And, oh boy, Rusty, one year he got out into the living room and he plumb made the Christmas tree fall over just because he was trying to eat some popcorn.
Well, I would be doing the same thing because I love popcorn. I'd have to be taking it off the tree all the time to munch on it. You munch on this, and you put the string in your mouth and you munch the popcorn up and down. Yeah, because I love popcorn. In fact, I'm pretty hungry right now. You got any popcorn there?
No, but I got some cigarettes. They help you ease off the hunger. You know, when you stop, that's partly why I ain't quit yet. When you stop smoking, okay, then you all of a sudden just want to eat everything, and then you gain weight. So this is my weight loss plan right here.
I see, darling. Well, I just have a very trim and svelte figure from just doing all healthy things, dare I say. You could try to be healthy during the holidays, too. That's another thing. I know you're not looking like you're going to agree with me, but if you was to do a person was to do a little, I don't want to say exercise, let's say just move a little bit more. And if you was to eat like some healthy foods, and maybe if you wasn't to be doing that smoking all the time and drinking, your brain would feel differently and you could feel better differently. You know what I mean?
You mean I have to eat me some broccoli?
Well, how about Brussels sprouts, though? Brussels.
Those ain't fit to eat.
No, the cauliflower.
Now, those make me pop off.
Oh, no, we do not want to be having that. How about the green beans?
Now, those are pretty good, okay? They don't affect me at all. You know, no, I don't pop off with those.
No, I'm so glad to hear that. And I'm so happy that you're telling us these personal things on the show because it's important to be real and authentic. You know what I mean? So I would not be telling you that myself. But yeah, green beans, and you smother them with canned mushroom soup from Campbell's and some almonds, and there you got a healthy meal right there. But we would not be making that. We would be making Italian. We're gonna be making like ravioli and meatballs. And
I like that ravioli from the Chef Boyardee can. Have you been to the Olive Garden?
Geraldine, okay, I wouldn't put a foot in the Olive Garden if I was you. It is not authentic. It may be cheap and they give you a lot of food, but it's not authentic Italian food.
You know how much they want for some spaghetti? That stuff ain't cheap right there.
How much? They give you a great big plate of just a mush of spaghetti with terrible gravy. How much?
Gravy. No, they don't put biscuits and gravy on there. They just put spaghetti sauce on there.
It's spaghetti sauce. It's called gravy. That's the real name, gravy. Olive Garden, never go there again. It's terrible food. Not here. Okay, you gotta learn to make it yourself. You know what I mean? And I know Chef Boyardee because I met other people from the South like you, and I'm wondering if you do this, okay? Because I got a great recipe in my cookbook, which I don't have right here. I showed you last time. I was supposed to send you one and I didn't, but I still will. Okay, I got a great recipe for the spaghetti gravy. So I met somebody from your part of the country and they said, oh, we make the best spaghetti sauce. And I said, oh, what's your recipe? And they say, oh, well, we take a can of Chef Boyardee and we add ketchup.
I like me some ketchup now.
I knew it.
You can't go a meal without some ketchup, okay? You might as well just leave the bottle. And that goes with meatloaf, too. I like to have some meatloaf with my ketchup, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do know it. I know what you mean. Look, I'm trying to talk like you because it's so interesting to have that Southern accent, and I got this accent. But well, ketchup does not go in spaghetti sauce. So I had to, and they never saw real garlic. So I know people like you are not educated to the Italian ways. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I have to help you with that because honestly, you don't know good food. You don't know good food till you
Have
had the
you had some biscuits and gravy?
yeah. That
Mm.
kind of that kind of makes my insides go outside. That biscuits and gravy. It's it's delicious. I will grant you, it's delicious, but it's a little intense for
You
me.
mean it makes you pop off?
Well, yeah, more than that too. Yeah, we don't want. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you,
That happens to me with broccoli.
yeah, thank you for bringing that up, right, for me, yeah,
Mhm.
to my audience that I wouldn't normally say. Now, Miss Geraldine, do we not have time for another tip about staying sane during the holidays?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of another tip. We talked about doing things for other people. We talked about finding little pieces of joy. We talked about doing things that are free or cheap and not looking on Pinterest about like that, right? We talked about changing the words we tell ourselves. That's the biggest, changing the words. And we talked about the fact that this is all about our whole community, not just us. I know, tricky, huh? That's a tricky one. It's not just about you, doll. I hate to say. Now, it is just about me, but not just about you.
Well, yeah. I
Because
think it's all about them youngins right there.
and about the youngins. That's right. So we want to take care of our youngins. So even if we were to say, if the Lord's going to take me, I don't even care. I won't wear my mask. We got to think about the youngins. Because wouldn't you be pissed off if you brought COVID to the corona to the youngins and somebody?
You don't want that corona.
No, you do
No,
not.
that's some nasty stuff right there.
So I'm trying to think of my last best tip. My last best tip is smile. Yeah.
Make sure you got all your teeth though.
Yeah, that is true. Otherwise, put some paper ones in there. But smile because it makes you feel better. Did you know that when you smile, it connects to the neural networks in your brain that release endorphins that make you feel better?
The neuro what that does
The neural,
India what?
Yeah, that's true. The neural networks in your brain that
All
is
right.
what makes you do everything, and it releases endorphins. Those are the hormones that make you feel good.
It releases dolphins.
Yeah, that too, and dolphins. Yeah, dolphins and endorphins,
well, I got some stuff down in the kitchen that will release some dolphins. Now, them brownies said good stuff there.
Yeah, well, but smiling can do the same thing without that stuff. It's cheaper.
And that's free. There's free.
And now here's another thing: laughing.
Oh, now we have some of the best talks out on the front porch when we go and burn one.
Do we do laughing?
Oh, yep.
So here's something about laughing you got to know: smiling and laughing. You don't got to be laughing at anything to make it have the same physiological effect.
Is that right?
That is right, doll. You didn't know that.
That's the darndest thing.
It is the darndest thing. Yeah. So
you be coming up with stuff every day.
Right and left. They're coming up with stuff. And you never know where it's coming from or when it's going to show up. But you could just say you're feeling a little down. And instead of smoking that thing, you could say, I'm going to make myself feel better because Aunt Lena told me when I smile and laugh, it releases the endorphins. I feel better. So you could just say, I'm going to laugh. Go ahead, try. Now do yeah. Now do Now do that for a little while. Yeah, do that for a little while. You're gonna feel so much better just by doing that. You could do it while you're driving. You could do it with your kids. You could do it with those little ones. You could do it with Bob that you keep getting rid of. And it's gonna make you all feel better for free. So you're sitting in your living room with your little tinsel Christmas tree in the coffee can. With
with the popcorn on there.
Popcorn. You're feeling a little Charlie Brown like, and you're sort of saying to yourself, okay, I feel in the feels. I feel like this. Okay, but maybe I want to feel a little better. Even I felt the feels. Now I want to feel a little better. So you start laughing, just sitting in your chair. And you're going to feel better. Plus, you're going to burn calories. Yes.
No.
Yes, you burn calories by doing that. Yes.
Ain't that the darndest thing?
Ain't that the darndest thing? They did experiments and they found that if you laugh, let's see, like a whole bunch, it's like 10 minutes on a rowing machine in terms of your calorie burned.
Then I should be about 120 pounds, as much laughing we do on the back porch.
I should be even less than that, but somehow it does not compute for me. It must be what I eat in the meantime. Yeah. So that's another tip. But that's another tip for all you out there to do laughing and smiling. Sounds so silly, doesn't it? Another thing you could do. I know it sounds crazy, but it works. Another thing, okay, dancing in your house.
Now I like me some dancing.
I bet you do, Doe. I can only imagine what you look like while you're dancing. In fact, I don't want to really imagine that, but I'm sure you do. Yes. So you put yourself on some music. So most people, even if you're by yourself or you can't have your family. Now, a lot of people are doing very badly financially in this mess that we have here.
Because of the coronas.
But most people have a cell phone. So you put yourself some music on your cell phone and you dance. And some people like us, we got a record player. You know what that is? Do you even know what that is? We got a record player.
Yeah, my mama used to have one back in the day.
Yeah, we still got it from back in the day. We got vinyl. We got a vinyl. Now they call it vinyl. We called it records. We got a vinyl collection. Know what I mean?
Yeah. We could probably, mamas.
Yeah, we could probably get like $100 for that. But anyway, put yourself some music on and dance because it makes you feel better. And nobody's watching. You can do whatever kind of crazy dance you want.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And if you got the kids, they're going to watch you and they're going to say, oh, she's crazy. But it doesn't matter. You can do what you want because your job as a parent is to let your kids know you're crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh, they know I'm crazy.
Yeah, so see, all these tips I'm giving you is for free. For free.
Aunt Lena, you make a lot of sense for an Italian lady.
Oh, I know I do. Yeah, and if we get to know each other better, you'll find out that you want to be Italian too, because we got it where it's going.
I like me some spaghetti. And what'd you call that? Well, we don't call it gravy. With biscuits and gravy. How about you have some of my biscuits and gravy, and I'll have some of your spaghetti and gravy. That sound gravy?
Well, I think that sounds like we got to meet on my front porch and 6 feet apart, and you pass me the plate with your foot. You can push it over, and I'll push my plate over with your foot, and we can trade food. I would go for it, even though I'm going to get the, afterwards, but I'm going to do it. Yeah. Agita. We call it agita.
Yeah, it makes me pop off.
Well, say agita. It's a little more classy. Say agita.
Agita.
Yeah, there you go. Agita. Yeah, you got to move your mouth a different way. Agita. Yeah, agita.
Agita.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, you Southerners got to change the way you move your mouth because you move it differently than we do. You know what I mean? Must be genetic. So
bless your heart.
Yeah, I think we can do all of these things together and we can have a better holiday season. And the other thing, call your friends if you got any. If you don't got any, just dial weird numbers and talk to people.
Now, I did that one time. It was the funniest thing.
You did. I'll bet you did.
Oh, that was the funniest thing. Well, now I have permission to do it again.
Oh, see, there you go. You got permission. What did you say to the person you called?
I asked him if their refrigerator is running.
Oh, my goodness. We used to do that when we were kids. Phony phone calls, we called it. Let's make some phony phone calls. Yeah. What's that ridiculous? Yeah, so you can make some phony phone calls or make some real ones if you have any friends. Talk to your relatives that you can't see. I don't want them all on your front porch. 10.
All right.
10, socially distance.
I think we can handle that. We don't like getting smoke in each other's faces anyway.
No. So there is my tips for the holidays for you and your listeners that I think could make a difference. And if you got questions, you could email me. And you
mean Yunes? You mean Yunes?
Yunes, yeah. Y'all.
Yunes.
Yeah, Yunes. And that your friend Sarah is going to put my contact information underneath this thing, whatever we're doing here.
Oh,
and
yes,
you
ma'am.
can email me. And you can email me, and you can Yeah, ask me questions, and I'll give you answers for free. For free.
Free. I like that. Free. I like the way you Italians think.
All right, doll. Am I going to see Sarah again before I say
let me go. Let me go see. Hold on. One moment. Well, hi, Aunt Lena.
Oh, it's Sarah, doll. It's so nice to see you. I was meeting. Was that your relative I was talking to, Geraldine?
Yeah, that was my Aunt Geraldine. Was she okay? Was she a little bit crazy for you?
No, she wasn't too crazy for me, but she definitely has some issues we could work on together. You know, I could take her under my wing and coach her for a small fee.
Okay. Yeah, bless her heart. She's we love her, and she just is who she is, and
yeah, and yeah, she just I'm getting her off the things of.
Oh, please do. Every time I go to her house, I smell like smoke. Yes.
Yeah. And she has other things in that thing she smokes, right? A little Mary J. She's smoking in there. Yeah.
No.
That is why she's so happy all the time. She's got a little Mary J in there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I will have to.
She said she got herself a prescription for it from the doctor.
A what?
A prescription. Yeah. That's what she told me. Her words, not mine.
All right.
So yeah, we got to get her off that prescription, as I said to her. Oh, you got a prescription, do you? You better stop smoking those things. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, bless her heart. Okay. Well, I will be talking to my dad about that, and Mom, let them know we need to have her under surveillance.
Yes, I think you should, because she said it's illegal where you live.
Yeah.
And I asked her what happens if the cops come by, and that's when she told me she has a prescription.
Is that right?
That was right. That's what she told me. I don't know what to make of it. Yeah, that's right.
Oh my goodness. Well, she is quite the character, I will have to say. Yeah.
Yes, she is.
But she's got a heart of gold.
Well, that's what they always say.
Yeah.
He killed his wife, but he has a heart of gold. Yeah. I've heard that heart of gold business before. Yeah. Okay, they tear up the house, but they got a heart of gold. Yeah, well, I don't go down that path with the heart of gold. You got a heart of gold, you better show me by your behavior. So sorry to say that about you.
Oh, yes. This is true. This is
true. Right.
Yeah.
I know. True. I know the things. One of the things I was telling Geraldine was dancing in your house, all that kind of stuff makes you feel better, smiling, laughing, but singing makes you feel really good too. And learning new things. So I'm going to teach you and your viewers how to talk like me, because everybody wants to, and through a little song. And it's called and it has hand motions too. And so when you do hand motions and learn a new language and sing, your brain goes wild and it feels so good because you're doing all this stuff. So this is called The Waiter and the Water.
Okay.
And it's an old song that Ella Fitzgerald sang in the 40s, not quite the way I'm going to sing it.
Oh, I love me some Ella Fitzgerald.
I bet you do, doll. So I'm going to teach you how to do it, okay? And all you people out there who are watching, you're going to learn. So put your hand up like this and say, waiter.
Waiter.
That's the person who brings the food at the restaurant, right?
Oh, the waiter. Yes.
Yes, thank you. You got to say waiter.
Waiter.
Right.
Waiter.
Okay. Now, this hand, like this, like you're holding a glass of water. Say water.
Water.
Good. That's very good, because out there you probably say like water or something, right?
Yeah.
Right. How do you say? Tell me how you say it out there.
Water.
Yeah. Say water. Water. Right.
Water.
And then you have turn your waiter. Go like this with your waiter hand. As if you was my little girl, you would be my daughter. My little daughter. Okay. Now it's a little song, and I'll go through it, and you can sort of follow along a little bit. You'll get it through the second time. Okay. So we're gonna sing, learn a new language, and do hand motions, and you are gonna feel so good when we're done. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Okay.
Now wait, I'm just gonna make this bigger so I can see you better. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? You don't gotta have gloves on, but it's nice to.
Okay.
Okay. I want a waiter.
I want a
waiter. I want a waiter. I want a waiter with some water for my daughter. I want a waiter with some water, for my daughter, so my daughter don't die of thirst. I forgot to teach you thirst. Say thirst. Thirst.
Thirst.
Oh, it's good. Okay, now we'll do it again. Now you got it. So I sing this to people all over the world. I got the whole of Northwest of America singing this song, okay, and talking like this. So you can be my advocate for this in the South where you live. Okay, so ready? Here we go. Now, if you were standing up, because from the East Coast where I now live, we have a little attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People out here in the Northwest don't have so much of an attitude. I don't know what the attitude is in the South. What's the attitude? We got the attitude.
We might have to ask Geraldine. She went to the bathroom.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll see. When you can talk to it because we got the attitude, and if you're standing up, you can be like moving your hips because you don't want your hips to get stuck. Like when you're old, your hips start to get stuck. So you gotta move. Okay, yeah, that's an important tip for you. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I want a waiter. I want a waiter. I want a waiter with some water for my daughter. I want a waiter with some water for my daughter, so my daughter don't die of thirst. Okay.
Oh, that's a funny song.
You're never going to forget that. Now you got it in your head. So you can be doing it all over the house. Teach your little girl, teach your husband. You can all be. And now when everybody says they're thirsty, you can say, I want a waiter. I want a waiter. And then next time we're together, we'll do it in a round.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, so all you people out there, you got to learn to do this too because it's going to make you happy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. There you go, doll. For free, all these tips for your people. It's going to change the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on, Aunt Lena. It's been awesome.
Oh, it's been so nice to visit with you, and I hope you have a happy and merry and whatever holidays, and all you peoples out there, I hope you, however you celebrate, whatever you do, I hope that it is not as bad as you think it's going to be.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Geraldine said she's going to send me biscuits and gravy, so I'm going to be waiting.
Oh, did she now?
Yes. Yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah.
Well, you might have to watch her. Sometimes she puts interesting things.
Oh no, my great grandmother used to do that. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, doll. Do I have to say?
Hey there. Don't go just yet. Be sure to hit subscribe to be notified of new episodes every week of Celebration Conversations. Show us some support by liking and sharing to inspire other followers and friends alike. Follow me at syoungmusic on Instagram. I would love if you left a comment or a review about this episode.